Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started right away. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and letting the body do whatever it feels like. Okay, we'll take another moment of just breathing however it feels good, and let's find some extra movement through the hips. So maybe just exaggerate a side to side through the hips. Now, as we exaggerate the hips, we can also exaggerate the shoulders. So we can stick a hip out, the opposite shoulder can go up, the same shoulder as the hip can go down. Also, try not to think about it too much and just have fun. Just playing with hips, shoulders. If you like, you can add the head. The head can go towards the down shoulder or reverse it. Really just get things moving. Okay, so just play around a little more. Hips, shoulders, head. And of course, you can go fast or slow. You can add any extra flair, whatever feels good for today. A few more. Okay, come back to center. So we'll keep the arms loose and we'll swing side to side. Make sure you have enough room that you won't hit anything. Really loose, relaxed arms. Let the arms turn because the torso is turning. You can even let the arms whip around and hit the body. Few more. Okay, come back to center. Let's open up the feet into more of a horse stance, so about shoulder width. Little bend in the knees. Warm up our hands. Okay, before we go into our hip circles, let's just massage the crown of the head, massage the base of the skull, and just look for a sense of an upward pull. So the back of the neck is long. We're getting an upward lift that we can just relax into. Okay, keeping this lift, warm up the hands again. And now we warm up the low back. Sending love and appreciation to the kidneys, muscles. Okay, slide the hands up over the kidneys as much as we comfortably can. Bend the knees and circle those hips. change direction. Nice big circles, as big as we can comfortably do them. This is one of my favorite things in general, and especially for my back. If my low back is feeling a little stiff or a little uncomfortable, this helps a lot. And even if it's an upper back issue, this movement gets the whole spine. Okay, come back to center, come back into the horse stance. So a nice bend in the knees. We'll have the hands together, the palms facing the head. Inhale here. Exhale, open up and turn the head to look at one palm. If turning the head is not comfortable, then you just do the arm movement. So we inhale, arms together. Exhale, open up. If you're turning the head, turn the other way. So let's just do a few. And if you want more challenge, you can sit in your horse stance a little more. And for the feet in the horse stance, they can be pointing forward or slightly out or slightly in. So find what feels good for you today. Couple more. Okay, release, shake it out. We'll make our way to the top of the mat. And let's take a moment just to lift all the toes, shoulders back and down. Find the lift through the base of the skull and the crown. And we'll take a few breaths. When you're ready, inhale, open up. If you like, you can do a little lift through the chest if that feels good. Exhale, fold. And I never cue to put the toes down, so if the toes are still up, spread them, bring them down. Okay, hands somewhere on the legs. Let's inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. So we'll do a few. Each time we inhale, pull the crown of the head and the base of the skull forward. Each time we exhale, just let ourselves melt towards the legs. With your breath. Few more. Okay, next time we fold hands to earth, let's step back to a plank. You can take a bunch of little steps or a couple big steps. A breath or two, the knees up or down. And we'll lower. Knees, chest, chin. Okay, flatten the feet. Tuck the elbows in. Let's do some cobra up downs. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Working with whatever is available for today. Okay, let's take it back to a child's pose. You can have the knees in line with the hips or open them up, whichever you prefer. With the breath, let's imagine breathing into the pelvis, exhaling out the back of the ribs. And of course, make sure your head's supported. So take something for your head if it doesn't comfortably hit the floor. Okay, it's up to you. You can stay in child's pose or make your way to down dog, whichever feels better for right now. In the down dog, just like the child's pose, we can add any movement, sound, whatever feels good. And we can even continue with that breathing pattern, imagining inhaling into the pelvis, exhaling out the back ribs. Okay, we'll all come to the knees. Sit back on the heels. If that's comfortable, if not, you could stand on the knees or position yourself however you like. Let's just take a moment to circle the ankles. Sorry, the wrists. Other direction. Okay, back to all fours. And just a reminder, If it's too much pressure on the wrists, we can go on fists instead, fingertips, or fold up your mat so you get like a little shelf underneath the base of the hand. Okay, cat cow. So position the hand in a way that feels good. And if being on hands and knees is really not happening at any time, you can always find a way to do your poses sitting or standing. So, for example, cat cow, if you don't want to do it on all fours, you could just be sitting. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you round back. So, find a way that works for you in your body. So, I'll go all fours. So, wherever we are, we inhale, find that lift, exhale, round, round, round. Move at your own pace and in your own way. Okay, come back to center. Cat, cow, side to side. So we dip to one side, round to the other side. Go with your breath. And if you're sitting, same thing. Round, forward, round. Change direction. Okay, come back to center. Again, place yourself somewhere comfortable. One more thing for the wrists, we'll interlace and then do like a figure eight. Relaxing everything that can be relaxed. So the muscles along the neck, the shoulders, the jaw, even the belly. Okay, we'll change the cross of the hands. So other thumb goes on top, we cross the other way, and then same thing, just that figure eight. Okay, come back to center. Let's make our way to half plank, lower knees, chest, chin, cobra, child's pose or down dog, just about 5 breaths. Okay, from down dog or all fours, let's extend the leg. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, bring that foot towards the hands. You can help it get there using the arm. Turn the back foot down in line and come up for a warrior two. So we'll give ourselves a little shake. And when you're ready, just circle that front knee. Kind of let like the circle move through the whole body. Change direction. Okay, land into the warrior two. Could have the hands on the hips. They could be relaxed or they could be up. If it's okay for the neck and the head, look the same direction as the bent leg. We'll start with 5. Okay, back hand to the back leg. Turn the front palm up. Inhale. And with the exhale, lean back. So I like the image of opening up the spaces between the ribs. Straighten the front leg. Keep the openness in the ribs. Another couple breaths. Okay, with an inhale, swivel to center. We're getting ready for triangle. So take a full breath. And with the next inhalation, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, reach. Remember the back hip can kind of round in. When we've reached as much as feels good for today, lower the hands onto the leg or blocks, which I should have mentioned before. Top arm can be up or on the hip. And let's just see if we can take the front ribs and just tuck them in a little bit. Position the head wherever is comfortable and imagine a support like a table or a hammock, just something the head can rest on. Relax the face and let's breathe. Couple more. Okay. The top arm comes to the hip if it's not already there. We bend the front knee. Grab a block if you have one. Bring it out arm's distance towards the outside of the foot. So we can take a bunch of steps with the back foot or shift the weight and lift from here. We're going into half moon. So play around, see what feels good for today. Find your lift off, stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. And then if you're feeling experimental, we can start to lessen the weight in the hand. So maybe start by going to fingertips. And then we can see if the hands can be off the support completely. If you want a little support, you could use your own leg. So just for fun, if you want to play around. I know when I take the hand off, my leg works a lot harder at balance. So let's just play around another 3 or 4 breaths. And come out of it. Woo, shake it out. All right, so let's do the whole thing on the other side. So we'll start at the top of the mat, lift up those toes, find the length through the base of the skull and the crown. Take a couple breaths. Spread out the toes, bring them down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Hands somewhere on the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. We'll go at our own pace. Couple more. And the next time we fold, hands to earth. Step back to plank. If you like, take a breath or two, knees up or down. And lower, knees, chest, chin. Okay, we'll do cobra up downs again, but this time with the hands wide. So same thing, inhale up, exhale down. Move with our breath. Okay, let's make our way to child's pose. See if you want the knees together or apart. And let's remind ourselves of that breath, inhaling to the pelvis, exhaling out the back ribs. Also, if your wrists need a little break, you can turn them at the same time. Okay, your choice. You can stay in child's pose or come to downward facing dog. Okay, all fours or down dog. Let's extend the other leg. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready with an exhale, bring the foot towards the hands. Back foot comes down for warrior two. And we come up. Give ourselves a little shake. Okay, circle. So super relaxed, just circling the front knee. Change direction. Okay, get ready for the warrior two. So if you need to readjust your legs at all, go right ahead. Bending the front knee. See where your arms want to be. If the head's comfortable turning the same direction as the bent knee. And long deep breaths. Okay, back hand comes to the back leg, front palm turns up. We inhale, exhale, lean back. We're keeping the front knee bent for now. Let's imagine opening up the spaces between the ribs. Okay, straighten the front leg. Another couple breaths. And with an inhale, come back to center. Take a little pause here. So if you want blocks for your triangle, or if you need it close for half moon, grab it. And then when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Drop the hand. Lift up through the top arm, or put the hand on the hip, whatever you prefer. Remind yourself of those front ribs. See if they can tuck in a little. Position the head somewhere comfortable and imagine a support. Okay, hand comes to the hip if it's not already there. Bend the front knee. Grab your block if you're using it, about an arm's distance forward. So we can walk the back foot in or see if we can shift from here. So however you want to do it, find the lift in the back leg. We do our best to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Now we can stay right here. See how steady you feel. Or we can maybe start playing with taking the weight off the hand. So we can start with the fingertips. And from there, go ahead and experiment if you want to. Maybe taking the hand away from the block completely. Maybe resting on the leg. Or just keep the hand on the block, whatever feels good. A few more breaths. Okay, when you're ready, come out of it. Woo! Shake it out. Ah. Whew. Okay, so we'll make our way down to the mat. We'll go through a squat. Let's do our balancing squat. So the feet come together. If you want to have your blocks in front of you so you have something to hold on to once you get down, go right ahead. We'll start to bend. We can also use the floor. Okay, so the feet might be flat, they might not. It doesn't matter because we're going onto the toes. So we shift onto the toes. We invite our thighs to become parallel with the earth. We can have our hands on our blocks or maybe a prayer. Now look for the lift through the base of the skull and the crown. And let's see if there's anything we can relax. Oh yeah, last thing. We can think of our heels moving towards one another. And we'll aim for 5 breaths. 3 more. Okay. Let's ease ourselves down to sitting. Whew. Shake out those legs. And you might want to go ahead and just shake out the hands too, the wrists. Okay, we can lean back into the hands if that feels good. Let's circle those ankles. Other direction. Okay, we'll set up for the twist. So bottom leg long or tucked. Top leg on the inside or outside. Interlace. Lift up through the crown and the base of the skull. And let's start here. Long, deep breaths, relaxing as much as we can, especially the belly. Take it into the twist, twisting towards the bent leg when you're ready. And if it's comfortable for today, we can turn the head to center, keeping the twist. Okay, come back to center. Pick up the leg and just give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. And if you like, we can just fold the leg in front of the chest for a couple breaths. So doing our best to keep the spine long. We'll just take 3. Okay, let's set up on the other side. So see where you want to go. Interlace, lengthen, proud open chest, long deep breaths. Take it into the twist. If you like, turn the head to center, keep the twist. Okay, come back to center, pick up the leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. And we can hold it in front of the chest, lengthening out through the spine. Okay, let's make our way down onto the back. So for fun, maybe we can slowly roll down onto the back. I haven't done this for a while. Okay, once we arrive, knees to chest. And let's go right into whatever version of twist that we like. Okay, once you're happy with the twists, if there's any other movement you'd like, please go right ahead. And also, if there's anything you can do to help yourself be warm and comfortable, take the time to do that. And once you feel ready, set yourself up for relaxation. So, as always, I'm doing this version with my knees bent, leaning one into the other, chin gently tucked in. Of course, if your back is super comfortable, you could have the legs extended or maybe some props underneath the knees. Okay, let's find something that feels relaxing for our bodies and just let everything go. Let's gently wake the body mind. And inviting movement. Giving ourselves a full body stretch. And when you're ready, knees to chest. Let's do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away, exhale towards the chest. Next time knees come to chest, we can just rock side to side. And finally, all the way to one side. Take a breath or two. And with the strength of the arms, press up. Make our way to any comfortable seated position. And we'll just take a moment with ourselves before we close. So maybe a hand on the heart, hand on the belly. Relaxing into the upward pulls through the base of the skull and the crown. Relaxing into the support of the earth. Relaxing into the natural movement of breath. You might like to silently say something really sweet to yourself, like, and I love you. Maybe set an intention for the rest of your day. And let's finally close our practice with a bow. acknowledging, honoring the light, love, and wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good practice. I'll see you Thursday over on Google Meet and then Friday back here on YouTube. Take care.